Happy Litha, everybody. England's trolling. It's actually really, really grey, really, really misty and raining. I got up at sunrise and got cloud blocked. But we are having fun with the energies anyway. So I'm going to show you a few bits and pieces, and we will put all this together at the end of the weekend even. So let's move over. So as part of my Litha celebration, we went to the neighbouring village and got a few bits and pieces. I needed one more thing for my crafting today, which I forgot yesterday, being a derpy derp. So we got that, and I also saw this, and I had to get it. Okay. It's a purple with a sort of, look at that. It's glitter in it that's non-toxic and things, so you can use it in candle making and all sorts, and it's got a beautiful fairy fey element, and it's just gorgeous. And then I went to the local crystal shop. It's a holistic shop in the neighbouring village. So the gnome has been having nightmares, so I moved one of the crystals from Macha's crystal set, and I've forgotten what it was. I've got a feeling it might have been Lepidolite. But anyway, it was a crystal for helping with nightmares, so I moved that and gave that to the gnome. So I wanted to get her another crystal for her three-piece, so I got her this one. I actually got two, and this is for something else. I'm not sure what yet, but both pieces were absolutely gorgeous, just clear quartz. This one's incredible. This is my favourite, I think. Look at all the pieces and the points. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's beautiful. And let's open the next one. So this was called bronzite. I haven't had a look at its meanings or anything yet, but it was interesting and intriguing. And then a little amethyst. Still no amethyst beds in the shop, which was quite disappointing. But my new baby is this. I got this for the Morrigan's altar to give in celebration of the solstice, like a little present. It's black obsidian. I love the spiral detailing. It's very goddessy, very yummy. So those I got from the local crystal shop, along with this amazing glitter colour. And yeah, so I will update you all in a little bit about what I'm going to wear and my nails and things for the solstice, even though the weather's rubbish. And what I've been up to over the weekend. We will carry on recording, and I hope everybody has a very blessed weekend, whether they celebrate Litha or not. So I got a wonderful surprise in the mail today, and it was from Charlie, and she sent me this gorgeous card with a beautiful white feather in. I'm not quite sure which bird it's from. I've got a feeling she said there are a lot of swans around where she is. I'm not entirely certain it's swan. I have sent her an email and asked, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I'll pop that on my main altar though, in the air corner. I think it would go beautifully up there. And then this incredible handmade Morrigan stone, which she took to Glastonbury with her, and it's full of the energies. It's incredible. Look at that. So a big thank you to Charlie for sending me this. It's absolutely incredible. I think I'm going to place the stone actually underneath the altar, so it's sort of, I'm not sure. Part of me thinks I should have it out where I can see it, and the other part of me thinks it would be fantastic to have under the altars to imbue all the altar with the energies and things and keep it very much like a hidden stone. Does that make sense? and I think I might go with that feeling because that's my main feeling about it. Decisions. But anyway, this is just a big thank you for that. So thank you very much. It's lovely, look. First Litha craft of the day complete. This is my new idea, or my new inspired idea. It's basically Morrigan spell beads. On the end we have a feather charm with 3 raven feathers and crow feathers that I collected and black ribbon, and then beads all the way up to the top and a black bow right at the top. It took me quite a while. I've never been very good with more textile style craft, so it was interesting, but I managed to get it looking nice and I'm really pleased with it. I'll probably do a separate video as well for the crafting, just so people can see it rather than it being embedded in the middle of all the Litha stuff. And then with the leftover beads that I had, I've placed those in a little apothecary jar. It looks absolutely gorgeous as a little extra, and that is going on or around or in front of my Morrigan altar as well, I think. Another little offering for her, for Litha. But I'm really pleased with how this came out because I've never done anything like it before. And that's the little tractor going past. They've got tractor journeys around the village. Showing people around the village as part of the festival. Got it on camera! So, that is my first craft of Litha complete. I'm really pleased with it. I'm not very good with fabrics and tying of fabrics and things, so the fact that I even managed to get this done is a relief. I'm really pleased with it. It could also make a really gorgeous decoration, which is what my Nomi thought I was going to do with it, would hang it up. And I'm quite tempted to hang it up when I'm not using it. So I might hang it up and you might get a video of me showing you how it looks hanging up when it's not actually in use. Okay then, onwards. Okay, so Joey's first venture into wand making is underway. The stuff is actually drying, so it's all tiger's eye point, and then one of the smaller gems sealed in the bottom. Well, and then there's a point of tiger's eye sealed in there, and then I've had a go. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad, of making a goddess shape here. Yeah, so I'm tempted to paint it black if the clay dries this exact colour, and then another tiger's eye sealed on up there. So that's how it's looking so far. It may well not be finished yet, but I'm pretty pleased for my first try, so we'll see how that gets on. It takes 4 or 5 hours to dry fully now, so we'll see how we get on with that. Sunshine! We've actually got sunshine! This is a momentous occasion. Some lovely yellow flowers have sprung up, by the way. Look at those. But sunshine. Can't see the sun, but it's almost blue sky. Hey guys, so another great thing to do for Litha is to have a clean out of your altar and have it really purify it, get it purifying. So, I've got to move that actually and clean that out. I have a stick of eucalyptus and a stick of frankincense and myrrh resin, incense sticks, cleansing out the area of my altar, of my Morrigan altar, the summer solstice altar is pretty much purified, all ready to go for later on. Busy day today. I haven't stopped yet. So I actually have changed the altar around in time for the solstice, and these are some of the changes. So the buzzard feather and one of the raven feathers that I collected, and the buzzard feather that my friend sent me, are now part and parcel of the magic aspect. The Orthioceras and the snowflake obsidian are now sat here. All of Macca's things are as they were, apart from her new crystal, which was for today. And then there is a ring of amethyst now connecting up to the Morrigan's one at her feet. Okay. And then along either side we have one crystal. This one's zebra agate. This one is, oh, I've forgotten. It's something Aline. I've got it written down. Anyway, the reason it's here is because of the light and dark. It's a Morrigan stone if ever I saw one. And then we have the spiral there opposite the amethyst wand. The obsidian, the obsidian obelisk is in front and the black agate behind, so they sort of connect over the top of the bowl. And then her new little statuette is there opposite the beads that I showed. Then on either side, now you can see it properly, is the amethyst point and the citrine point other than the male and the female, and the offering bowl there and the salts there. My spell jar I made with the Morrigan's energies, and her candle are there, statue in the centre. Yep, that's better. And then the 3 obsidian arrowheads are there, her candles there, and the crystals around the 2 heads. I've moved the little broom back there, but it's more or less the same up the top at the minute. But yeah, so it's mainly down here that's had a little bit of a change around. Wand on that side, Avame on that side. But I just thought I'd show you a few of the changes that I've gone through. I've started tidying up the altar in respect on this special day, and purifying it with some incenses, just as a little special extra offering. So that's it for this part. We shall keep going and keep showing you bits and pieces as we go through Litha. Oh, we're cooking and tasting salsa. We're having yum crabbies. Mo's having the raspberry one and I'm having strawberry and lime. And we're cooking fajitas. Yum. So I've made a little fairy inspired spell cauldron. See if you can see the glitter. See the shiny glitter? Yay! Isn't that nice? Isn't that pretty? Little flowers. So nice. Just come back from a walk, and I live next door to a church building, and one of the bricks had fallen and smashed all over the pathway, so I grabbed myself some red brick, make some red brick dust. Isn't that cool? As soon as you've got some sunshine, I'll have a look at the flowers and things at the minute. You can hear all the birds singing. So there's Harry. I saw Harry at Beltane, he's flourishing. Got some lovely little purple flowers. And then this is the space I sometimes sit in. Looking all lush and green. And up here, I think it's honeysuckle. It smells amazing. Isn't that beautiful? Let's have a look what else we can find. Now this year, with the weather being so odd, 2 things have happened. This is a big bush of lavender, which hasn't flowered at all. And when we get around to the wisteria, you'll see that that hasn't lasted very well either. Pretty. Gorgeous. The roses, the other flowers. They're pretty. These are gorgeous. I don't know what these are at all. They look almost tropical. Look at them. Right, so up there is where the wisteria was last year, and this year it's just it's not bloomed at all. I think it's more or less gone now. Yeah. So it's like that last little bit there is the last bit hanging there. So it's a shame. It was beautiful last year. There was a nest in here somewhere. Don't think they're using it this year. There's a droopy. So I just thought I'd show you some of the wildlife. I think this is looking a bit like there might be some nettles in there. Let me harvest some if there is. So yeah. So I have taken my red brick fragments that I got on the pathway outside, that's from the church wall, and I've made a summer solstice extra spicy brick protection powder. And I've added frankincense, black volcanic salt, lava sand, normal salt, sea salt that is, and cinnamon bark. And I'm imbuing it with an obsidian. And this is going to be a really potent, spicy, fiery little protection powder that I can line my home with, you know, just sprinkle some outside and it'll be fantastic. I didn't think I was going to be making this, but when things fall into your lap, craft! Yay! So I thought we'd just have a quick look at the key things on the Litha altar as part of this video. I have done a Litha altar video as well, but I'm going to include it in here as well. So these are the flowers. Aren't they beautiful? I was really amazed I could get locally grown blue cornflowers. I was over the moon. The blue and yellow are gorgeous as well. And then there's the spell candle down there for power, for strength, for courage, for that sort of thing. There's the sun candle in the cauldron, and the goddesses have some herbs, holding some summer herbs there. And we have the 3 citrine points and my circlet of flowers and the beeswax spiral and the homemade candle for Litha, that's my one. And then we have the Morrigan protection jar. Some more citrine, some yellow rose petals drying. It's the goddess side and the god side. And this is the feather that Charlie sent me, now situated in the air corner. And we have carnelian and sardonyx and lots of citrine It's clear citrine there. And bay leaves. And some oak bark. Some cinnamon. Oh, beautiful. And I'm going to get lots and lots of little candles and light this up after dark and as part of my ritual. And I won't record the actual ritual because it's private and personal, and actually I haven't even written anything down this time. I got a very strong sense of just to go with how I felt, so I'm going to be doing that. Which is perfectly acceptable for people to do, by the way. You don't have to have everything planned out, and sometimes it's easier not to, just as long as you know what you want to do, who you're honouring and the themes that you're doing, and any magic and any divination. So I just thought I would go around the altar. There we go. Hey guys, so this is something I do for a lot of my spell candles, the simple ones, and this is actually refreshing them for the Morrigan altar, and the 3 tea lights you can see alight are going to actually be bases for these 3 spell candles. It's getting a bit dark now, so you have to bear with me. Now I've marked each one of these with the symbol of the moon that most corresponds to it, so Macha has the full moon, Anu has the waxing moon, and Babe has the waning moon. And what I'm doing is allowing the wax on the tea lights just to melt a little bit so we can seal the spell candle on top. So I'm going to do that now. Just heat up the bottom a little bit on there and then press down, and we should seal. Hold it firmly, like so. Yep, so that's fine. So the next one should be ready, so I'll just move that one over. Hold it down, like that. And the final one for Babe. Okay. Yep, that's fine. So I've also got the 3 oils that I have created in the past to anoint the candles with, and I'm actually going to put a herb around the base, a flower in fact, sorry, around the base of each, which I work with to represent each element. And I'm using just the flower because it's nice for the summer solstice. So Anu is going to have heather around the bottom. It's alright if it makes a bit of a mess, we can scoop it up. There we go. The heather pack's a bit difficult to get into. Let's just pick up some of the overflow. There we go. Dee-dee-dee. And that is the base of a news candle. And then for Macha, I use rose petals. Like so. And for Babe, I'm going to use cornflower petals, which is wonderful seeing as how I've got cornflower petals on as my flowers this time round. Let me see that right. There, that's fine. Just move it round a little bit. And just a teensy bit more. Like so. And then I'm going to anoint my candle with their oil. Now I can do this on camera, but I won't do the visualization part. I will talk to you about the visualization part though. So we'll start with a new. So what I actually do is I take a news oil, which is this one, and it has heather in it amongst other things, and I shake it 3 times, and with reverence we take the lid off, place the lid here, and then get one good thing and go down the side, and again, and a 3rd time. There we go. Then do the invoking pentagram. And I would hold that in my hands and envisage Anu. Fill with that connect with her energy and fill the candle with her energy. And with it being summer solstice, maybe sort of think of it in a more summery sort of aspect. So the goddess is always Maiden, Mother and Crone. So there's no reason you can't do a visualization of her as the maiden in summer frolicking, the mother in summer, and the crone in summer as well, maybe gathering herbs. Because although we are honouring the mother aspect perhaps more than the other two, you can still include visualizations and things like that of the other aspects for a sense of completeness maybe. But Litha's a really nice time to, as you've seen, reorganise your altar, freshen it up. So these candles, and anointing them and putting fresh ones on, especially with the full moon coming up as well, which is when I normally refresh the candles. And it is going to be supermoon, so that's going to be fantastic. So those are ready to go on the altar. So I'm just going to place those on the altar and then I'll show you what they look like in a second. So there's Marika's candle, and from this angle you can actually see the carving of the full moon, which is nice. So that's hers, and then let's zoom in for Babes. There's Babes, and there is Anu's. All ready to go for the ceremony, the ritual later. Look at that. I might not have been able to get the sunrise, but I've got the sunset. Incredible. Just gone behind a cloud. But look how amazing. Just, it looks incredible. Look. Hey there. Look at that. Is that not the most perfect imagery ever for summer solstice? Look at that. Amazing. Ooh. What's that dragonfly? Oh, there he goes. I kind of love the shadow reflection. Just thought that was awesome. And now we've got the moon. A lot of music from the festival, probably. It's Call Me Maybe, and all I can think of is Call Me Batman. That's all I... So before I get underway, I've just thought I'd let you all know I've had my ritual bath with the Marvin bath salts that I showed you the other day, and I thought I'd just show you my ritual jewellery. It's all in candlelight now, and all tangled up apparently. Fantastic, that's what you want. You look at that set. Okay, so this is my charm bracelet, which I love. This is my Pentacle of Wands. Is it one? Yes, it is wands. I think it's wands rather than swords. Then again, it might be swords. I'm so dippy. It is, it's swords. Pentacle of Swords. Sorry. Right, well, that's not going to show very well. How about if you go over here? Is that a bit better? This is one of the earliest pieces I ever had, and I've still got it with all the little blue crystals on. And swords makes a lot more sense now I found my path. I wear that for ritual. And last but not least, this is my circlet triple moon. So I'm going to put these on and do a ritual and then show you it all lit up. So these are my nail varnishes for the solstice weekend, and they were free with Marie Claire, and they're the C8 caviar. And so there's the cookies and cream, and then these are beads. See if we can get them in the light a bit better, see? So I've done that this morning. Isn't that cute? I'm actually quite pleased. For my first attempt, it's gone really quite well. My hand's probably less good because it's the wrong hand, but a wonky hand, but that's gone quite well, I felt. So I was quite impressed. I didn't do this yesterday because I was doing a lot of crafting, so I've left that for the going out. Yay! So I forgot to do this yesterday, so we shall do it today. On the first day of summer, we take down the wreath that went up to Star for spring. There it goes. And we're going to put up the summer one. There it is, hanging up in the window. I love having wreaths for each season.
I know it's very difficult to be two places at once, but I do know that gymnastics.
So we've been down the festival in the daytime, and I didn't really feel right getting too much footage because there were an awful lot of kids and very young kids around. I didn't want anyone to be annoyed at my filming them. And it was a little bit expensive for what was available. The Thai food for a really small bowl was £5, so, and the coffee was £2 for a really small cup of cheap coffee. So we've decided we're coming home, and Naomi is going to make a tasty proper coffee, the coffee snob way, and we're going to have a homemade curry instead. So, right, but I did get an archaeology thing from the archaeology store, which was cool. And a feather, which Naomi noticed. So we're going to go back this evening for the fire show, and I will definitely record that. I mean, it's after 9 o'clock, it's dark, tough luck. I want to record that, but I didn't really want to invade anybody's family privacy really by recording too much in the day. So just to let you know why there isn't too much footage of that. Okay, onwards. Tasty curry made for Naomi for solstice weekend. Yum!